Hi there, Bone Storm League. Welcome to week 5.
Yeah.
This is week 5.
Week 5 in review. Yeah.
Week 5 in review. Okay, so we are week 5. We're 5 games into this, people. Week 5 in review. Got Kevin and Matt. What's happening, Kev? Take us to the games.
Let's jump right into it. On a day that I had the best chance to beat you, I put up a measly, Wild Poopers did low, but nearly a league leading in the fewest points scored for the week. I put up about 89 to your meager 124. You played the right team this week.
Yes, meager is correct. I did not have the 242 like I had last week. I even sniffed 200. I barely got 124. But like you said, it's not the score. It's who you're matched up against. Thankfully, you had a really bad day. I was worried, man. Brady starts out with 35. I'm thinking, oh, this could be really ugly if it gets going. But thankfully, Dion Lewis, this toe you started to.
Dion Lewis screwed me.
Fitzgerald did nothing for you. Reed, 3.1. Jacksonville's defense out 4 points. That hurt. Your only shining star was Mr. Brady. Ezekiel had 15, but not enough. On my hand, I had a decent day with Goff, not great. Lynch and Kamara, very low for both of them. Antonio came in with 30. Mark Ingram, 21. Thank you very much. But yes, mediocre day, but I'll take the W. Who's next?
Next, we have a real close one. Krastowski Lovejoy Project falls to 0-5, getting beat by the Braille Bombers at a score of 145 to 136.
Yes, and now I know Joe doesn't take any of this too seriously. Just look at his performance last year and his interest in going to the whole big dance and then losing it all. He didn't care too much. He had a decent day with Kenyon Drake at 24, Joe Mixon with 20. A great day from Odell Beckham with 39 for throwing for that touchdown. That was really fun.
He would have beat you.
What's that?
He would have beat you.
Okay, yeah, we're going to do this now? Yeah, everybody beat Matt Bud Kev, you big jerk face. My mom, very worried about starting Matthew Stafford because Russell Wilson didn't do too good. Well, on the bench, he was now mad at mom showing up 25, so she picked the wrong guy. She did pick right with Mr. White, James White from the New England Patriots, and T.J. Yeldon, who? Exactly, 26 points. Green got her 19. And, of course, she didn't like that because he was hurt at one point in time, but I said, he still got you 19. But he didn't score a touchdown, but still enough to win. Congrats, Mom. Sorry about that, Joe, but you don't care, so who cares? Moving on.
Well, I like the fact that she has – at least there's one Dickie who's got the balls to start somebody they pick up off the waiver wire because I believe she got them last week. I remember making a comment that his initials were the same as Todd Yoder's, who you took after one stellar week, and I think he promptly resided on keeping the splinters down on the old bench there.
Those are apples and oranges, sir. The T.J. Yeldon is the backup to her starting running back. That is so different than Cameron Braid. Or, no, T.J. Todd Yoder.
Poor Dawn, but I can't say poor Dawn too much. I believe I've got the same record. We're both 1-4. She falls to the punishment due, who improved to 5-0. Man, Todd and a couple other teams here are like the cream of the league.
Yeah, so far. But if you look at their points for, not very impressive, Todd. I don't think you've even cracked 800, so call me when that happens. I can't wait
That's
till
162 almost. That's a good score.
I understand. Good day. Watson, huge day. Melvin Gordon may
by like 40.
Melvin Gordon may be the running back this year. I know Todd Gurley was ranked higher, and obviously Bell, but that was before all that. But Melvin Gordon may steal this year's title. Hopkins, 24, just impressive. Galladay, 19. The rest of his staff, okay. Don had a good day from Big Ben and D. Johnson, but the rest of it, well, she always has a good day with D. Johnson. The rest of it fell not so great. Julio only 11 points. He was kept in check by my man Joe Hayden. Congrats, Pittsburgh, on the W. We needed it. Next game.
I heard Antonio Brown's getting sued for almost hitting somebody with some furniture he threw.
And somebody stole his gun, supposedly. I'm like, oh, God, how much more drama can we take? I don't know.
Okay. Well, speaking of drama, we had a game that was, again, another tight one. The Lysistratas.
I have an explanation for that. Continue.
Oh, I hope so.
It's wild, dude. Trust me.
Voldemort. They both are now 3-2. She wins 147 to 133.6.
Exactly. Now, Mr. Voldemort was Well seen on the message board complaining about PPR. Sorry, I like PPR. I think most people like PPR, Greg. Maybe you didn't like it because it didn't help you this week. I love PPR. Prove me wrong that it's not fun. Okay, back to the game. First of all, the quarterbacks were a wash. Rivers and Wentz, 27, 27.4. Todd Gurley, 33. Huge day for him.
Wow.
Carlos
Yeah.
Hyde only 9. But here comes Devontae Adams with 31. Landry with a meager 11.9. She got nothing from Q in Newmois. I can't remember. I think it might be Quincy. Zach Ertz with 29. Very nice. Gronk only 13 in that victory there. But the name is what is very interesting. She sent me a link because I thought it was Levi Strauss or something along those lines. Oh, no. This is some Greek tragedy / comedy / something to where all these women were mad that their men were at war, so they decided to stop the war. They were going to withhold sex from the men, and they all had to go in on this. And then some other old ladies took over some place that had like the treasury and shut that down. It was crazy. I got to that point. I thought, I can't read anymore. This is blowing my mind. It's some historical thing that's wild, but she did say she watched our video, so welcome to another customer / viewer. Come on down. What's next?
All right. Well, I like the explanation. Thank you. Now, this next game, I feel horrible for Terry because she put up 172, which is a score that beats every other team in the league except the one she plays.
Ouch.
The Saquon Ha-Ha Mustangs break the 2-century mark with a league-leading 5-0 record. He's tied with Todd, but just about 201 points. I love seeing Kev at the top of the leaderboard like this. His team is a class act. He's a class act, and he continues his undefeated season. It's impressive.
Yes, he is. He's having a great year. And you know what's funny is, my boy likes to go back and watch some of our old videos. One of them that he enjoys is the interview that I had with Clemens last year, where all he could say was, my team stinks. I've been losing every game. And I'm thinking, well, good for you this year, dude, because you're doing great. You're making up for lost time last year. What a huge day. Andrew Luck, 30 points against those hated Patriots. 30 points for Saquon Barkley. 26 for Thielen. God, I love that guy. 33 for Ebron. You know what, Jack Doyle? Why don't you just go stick your head in the ground, because Ebron was the guy to take it, and yet I trusted you, Doyle. That's why I cut you from the team. You're gone. Congrats, Clemens. Sorry, Terry. That does stink. That is the worst time to have a great game. But you know what? Never say die. We got a long season in front of us. Maybe you can repay the favor later when it really counts in playoffs.
You never know. That's right. And finally, we've got the Wilds Poopers.
Oh, they took a big poop
2-3. The record is looking a lot better than the score this week. Managed to put up 76 against the People's Champ. We got, this is just like the other game. Somebody call CPS. There's been a beating at the Devlin household. 167 just about to 76. What did she do to you, Jay?
Exactly. All I know is Jay said, you better go find a switch just like Adrian Peterson, and took it to her with Drew Brees at 37 in a career night, passing Manning. Congrats.
That's
Connor,
impressive.
a big day. McCaffrey with 20. The rest of it's all pedestrian. I mean, Jimmy Graham, what does he call it? I call him the Blinger with 13.6. That was nice. On the other side, the Wild Hoopers had a decent day with Cam with 20. Jake's 21. The rest of it, forget about it. Brandon Cooks got knocked out again. That poor guy with concussions. Bad timing for that. Congrats to the People's Champ, back in your winning ways, unlike when you faced me. What's next? Let's take it to standings, Mr. Man.
We'll go to standings. Okay, so Brockway, one of only 2 undefeated teams.
Woo!
Todd, punishment due at 5-0 leads Brockway, followed by the Braille Bombers, who are 3-2, and Joe, another winless team. Again, I think there's 2 of those still. 0-5. In Ogdenville, this is a strange setup. 3-2 is division leading. So Leafy Stratus is 3-2, as is Team Voldemort, followed by Malibu Stacy's, who at 1-4 are only 2 games out of first.
Exactly.
We got North Haverbrook. Here's the other undefeated team, the Saquon Ha-Ha Mustangs, who are not only are they a undefeated team, they are also the only team in North Haverbrook with a winning record. Second place is the Wild Poopers at 2-3, and bringing up the rear is the other winless team, my poor sister, 4 Quarterlies. Finally, the cream division of the entire league, Springfield, Honor Rollers, alone at the top at this point, thanks to me, 4-1. The People's Champ, even with a win, is still in second at 3-2, and I am all alone at the bottom at 1-4.
Home Alone is a movie you should remake. I think he'd be great in that role. Let's talk about a scenario that will make Todd more mad than anyone. That let's say we went to playoffs today, and I hate people to do this early, but I'm going to be that guy. That would mean your sister gets in with a 2-3 record. This is what he cried about when Dawn got in that year she won. Yeah, did you get it with losing record? Sorry, Todd, that's the way it works. You deal with it. Everybody's still in it. Although, boy, for those teams that are 0-5, time to start thinking about some shakeups, people. You need to start trading amongst yourselves, if nothing else. Get something started here. You got to somehow scrape out a win here. It's time to get radical, people.
I'm working on it.
Put something on the board.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
let's
talk
now.
about pickups.
I would say pickups, but there are none because we're a day early. Apologies. This is me again. But my boy's going under the knife tomorrow, so you can understand why I had to go a day early. I'm going to play the sympathy card, people. So you got that.
The league, I'm sure, wishes him the best of luck.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Week 6, which is just a couple days away with that Thursday night game. So
Week 6.
Let's talk about Week 6 matchups, Mr.
Another dynamic scheduling. I played Jason again. So it's Camp Krusty against the People's Champ. I love him like a brother, but I'm desperate for a win, especially for other people in our division. And I put up an 0 against you. I'm 0 against him. The only team I've managed to beat this season, who's my sister, and she's 0-5. So I've got nothing to brag about.
No, but you need to do your homework, son. Make sure you have the right people in your lineup, because if there's a week to beat him, it's this. Drew Brees on a bye. Michael Thomas on a bye. He's got 2 of his highest scores sitting. So now's your chance to strike like the Cobra. He only has Blake Bortles going up against you. You've got to do better than that. Brady's got to have a big day. You got to hope Elliott. Oh, God, he's going against Jacksonville. That could be a slaughter. That could present major problems. But keep an eye on your people. Get your lineup set, because you got Watson in there who's on a bye. I don't want to see that come game day, Mr. Man.
Jacksonville's going to be tough, but at least he's not playing the Minnesota defense. Holy cow, that'd be bad. Okay.
I've had it with the Minnesota defense.
Next up, we've got your mama trying to vindicate your foot. She goes against Todd in the punishment due.
Oh, no. She is not going to be happy with facing Todd. Didn't she just play him last week?
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is that she's not going to be happy with this at all. No one is happy with this. ESPN, you got to work on your scheduling, because we all thought it was Jason just being a puppet master. But no, this is the system. So we got to suck it up through these first few weeks when we're playing each other. Good luck to my mom beating down Mr. Toasthopper. He is stacked, packed, and ready to rock with those guys. He does does he have anybody on a bye? Nope. He has one empty spot. He does have he doesn't have any holes in his lineup. He's going to be great. My mom, unfortunately, needs a tight end. She's got to work on that one. She's hoping for another big day from White. She's still down Leonard Fournette, so maybe Yeldon gets another good game. She's hoping Cooper Kupp is out of the concussion protocol, because that really hosed her, even though she had the win last week. Good luck, Mom. Hope you beat him, but boy, he is stacked against you. I don't know how you're going to pull this one out, but I'm hoping for a rabbit out of the hat. What's next?
Next, we've got the Krustovsky Lovejoy Project going against Lisi Stratas, who he and his brother vouched for, and being winless, I think she should bench a bunch of people and just give the poor guy a win.
No, there's no throwing it. There's no taking in this league, Mr. Man. I expect this is where Joe finally does it, because he's going to overcome the giant that is Lisi Stratas, or Lisi Stratas. I'll have to look at the pronunciation of that. She has a pretty stacked one, but I'm liking Joe's lineup this week. I think he's going to somehow find a way to get his first win. Although, I mean, God, do something with your quarterbacks, dude. You got Mahomes and Kirk Cousins both looking to score lots of points. Make something happen. Make something happen is what I'm saying. Next.
Yeah. Next, we've got Voldemort going against the Malibu Stacys.
This is what I call your classic Donnybrook. This is a get-right game for both of them. They're both coming off losses. They're hungry for the win. They both play hard. They're going to be switching people around. This one's going to come down to the wire. I give the edge to Don simply because I didn't like the whining about the PPR, Greg. This is a no whining league. Taking it back.
All right. Here's another one. Here's 2 teams, again, both hungry. One extremely hungry. We've got the Wild Poopers going against the Gentlemen 4 Quarterlies. Hopefully Terry could get one in the win column. What do you think?
she's looking for a win. I'm interested to see if Dalvin Cook plays for her this week. I mean, she's got Mike Evans on the bench. I'm pretty sure she'll move him into the starting position so she gets some of her studs up in there. Hopefully they'll be able to do some damage against the Wild Poopers. Although the Wild Poopers have proven to be pretty dang stout themselves. She got Jay Ajayi slated for a 0. I don't know if he's nicked up. I missed whatever update there was on him. So if he's not going, she's going to be hurting for certain at the running back position. We'll see what she tries to plug in. Maybe it'll be Clement. But it could be a wild card. Will Brooks play again? Concussion protocol. This one's a toss-up. I'm still going to give the edge to Terry simply because I want to see a victory and some life in some of these teams that cannot find a win yet.
Is it possible for me to request that the people who don't have logos, like your team, to get on there and update their logos?
I did. I don't. Some of it doesn't transfer from whatever's there onto the phone because if you look on my thing, I've got the picture of my man Martin with his thing, with his
thing. What do you put on this site?
With his NASA-made honor roller. I will experiment with that. I'll see what I can do. But yes, that is a good request because not everything transfers. I bet if you look up all these people, they have something there on the website, but it doesn't transfer the phone for a reason. I will look into that. Continue on. Who's next?
Okay, next we have
Big Man Clemens.
The game of the week.
Oh,
we've got the Saquon, the ultra hot, the undefeated, just coming off of a 200-plus game Saquon Mustangs, who I guess they have one guy out, is going against the Honor Rollers, who at least have 2 out.
Not a good day. Not a good day to have Alvin Kamara off when I'm going up against the big man. But this is it. I'm coming for you, Clemens. Here comes your first loss in spite of my depleted running game. I am still going to field a team, and I'm going to make some magic happen here. Something's going to happen, and we're going to get the win. But it's going to be a tough game. You're welcome to come by. You always threaten to come by. You want to come by and talk some trash in person? Come on by. Maybe I'll smoke some meat for you. I smoked some flat ribs last week. It was delicious. I don't know what I'm doing this week. I got to come up with something quick. But good luck, Saquon. But I'm giving myself the win because I have confidence in me, pal. That's what I do.
You're going to need a lot of luck to beat the Saquon.
Exactly. That's going to be a tough matchup. And, man, if I can beat him, it's going to be sweet. If I lose, he's just going to put me over his lap and spank me like he has everybody else, which I'm not a fan of.
All right. Well,
so maybe we'll do a quick little something tomorrow to where we try something, or on Thursday to where we talk about some pickups. But until then, it's a shorter broadcast. I'm sure some of you will be very happy with that. But to the rest of you, hopefully you're missing that. We'll get something out there for you. We'll experiment with something. Kev, can I get a commitment from you next week to try to bring up your board? We talked about this 3 weeks ago. And
I would have had it done if we kept the same day.
Okay, that's a fair point. Next week we will have Wednesday. Okay, here's my lock-in. We're going to have Wednesday next week. You'll work on the thing. That way we'll all be even, right?
All right. And good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Everything's going to be awesome. Looking forward to an update for everybody after it's all finished. And so, Kev, good luck. Kev, take us home, my son.
Stay classy, Bone Storm.
Yeah.